All right.
That's right.
I've just restarted it. I'm hoping this is
Okay.
better. I don't have the error that I had before. So I'm hoping that this is
Bro,
better.
do you guys want me to sing you a song as we wait?
No, like it's up. Like we're good. Like there's no waiting.
Well,
Like
we just don't see the
we gotta
picture
get
yet.
the. Oh, you don't? Oh, here. I did close OBS. Sorry.
That's fine.
I used to rule the world.
There he goes. Can't stop, won't stop.
All right.
Oh my
All
God!
right, we're
And Doc.
back.
I mean, spit scores. Wow.
No,
I have to
R2
mute.
scores
I have to
actually.
mute.
I mean,
Spit
oh my God.
because he joined the party. Yeah.
Okay. R2 gets on the board versus Doc.
All right. Technical problems should be gone now. If you could check that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we missed an inspiring drive where
truly.
R2 went down the field. Maybe the last play I saw was Ducksworth scrambling up the middle, enabling him to get a quick score up the middle with the running back. So the run game helping him a little bit here, but some big passes, and Doc has to find a way to answer with what some would say a far less talented quarterback and maybe a less developed core team.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see if he continues to chuck the ball. He's just going to chuck it 70 yards down the field, and that's caught.
Wow!
Ball streaking to the end zone. The 10, the 5, the touchdown.
You know, that looks like that was cornerback Joseph, who's a 99 speed cornerback on this defense. I bet he did not expect to get burned by like a 95 or 96 speed wide receiver right there, Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah, probably caught him off guard, and what a play. What an explosive play for the Patriots offense. That's going to get morale going, momentum, a lot of good benefits to having the big playability like that. And now these Rams, after their long, exhausting drive, are, going to have to go back out onto the field, and they're probably not going to be feeling too good about that.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of demoralizing. You took your time going down the field, and you watched the other guy score pretty much immediately. You're like, oh man, I got to do that long drive again. But he already has been successful. I don't think we've seen him turn it over, and we have seen the Patriots turn it over. So really, he just needs to not get rattled.
Right. Well, we'll see what he can do now. We're looking at man coverage, and Duckworth just going to get pancaked by 7 dudes, taking turns just slingshotting the quarterback around in the backfield, and that is going to be a sack. So, second down and 22 yards to go. Definitely not the best way to start your drive.
I'd like to say one thing. I hate the 2 jerseys that I'm seeing on the field right now.
Yeah, I hate this too. It's really nasty looking. 2 very disgusting,
it's disgusting,
colors.
Bro.
I'm not a fan.
It looks like a urinal out there.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best. We still have no idea if the stream's any better or not, and I'm glad that Stinky is completely useless in helping me out when I asked for his help, if this was looking good or not.
The stream seems to be good. It's good.
Okay,
all right.
Cool. So yeah, I've had my OBS going all day, and it's a fumble.
Wow,
the ball stripped. My goodness.
Yeah. And right after juking 4 or 5 people, he gets rocked.
And that if you're going to fumble, that's probably when it should happen. If you're caught like mid, juke or whatever, and someone hits that strip button, it probably should be more likely that it happens.
I agree with that. If you can nail somebody as they're juking.
If you're in the middle of diving into a million views, maybe you lose the ball, and he's getting sticky there. That's right. And you know why he spun? I think it's because we were just talking about how terrible and useless the spin move is. I think he's trying to make a point. Doc likes using all these terrible players that nobody wants to use to his own detriment, to be honest. And I guess that applies to. I mean, it definitely applies to his scheme, and right there, it applies to his ball carrier moves on the field.
He went and got the Jets quarterback and made him a superstar. And Parrish, he's trying to make Parrish come into his own. But, I mean, this is a guy who has jettisoned away Richardson, who was literally a superstar. Yeah, right side. Looks like it was going to be open, but it was well usered. And a touchdown throw.
Over the middle, finds the hole that cover 2.
Really, Carter Parrish might be the second least
the second least desirable, were you going to say?
The second least talented quarterback that the Patriots have put out there. I would say Will Levis is probably the least talented of the quarterbacks that he's rocked
What about
lately.
Daniel Jones?
But I mean, I don't even remember him rocking Daniel Jones. Was that season one?
That was season 1. That was early. But
that's crazy how he's had so many quarterbacks.
Why are all these people joining? This is why I like to do it in the interview booth. Unfortunately,
go to the interview booth. Go there.
Made the unwise decision to cast the game from elsewhere, and we're really paying the price. So moving over to the interview booth, we are back all together. Duckworth, wow, he steps up a little bit, delivers a dot, and he just drops the ball for no reason. The guy literally just drops it. That's crazy. Bro literally just dropped the drag route. I have no clue why that happened. But Duckworth probably cussing up a storm at his receiver.
Yeah, man, he needs that gift wrapped.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he'll have to wait till next year, and even then. Slant over the middle, Smith and Digba gonna get hit, able to catch the ball regardless. Gonna be a first down.
And this is a big spot for Ducksworth in these Rams. They got to find themselves. They have an offense that should be able to move on this defense, but it's really can Ducksworth go through the motions and get it done?
That's right. And we'll see what he draws up here. It looks like that left side is being very much overloaded. A lot of guys mugging the line here. Many will drop back into coverage. He has the underneath. Wow, he chucks it over the top to Cooper Kupp. That is not the throw that I would have made. I would have definitely went underneath. You had a blocker there that would have, there was 2 guys in the same spot. One could have acted as a blocker. Instead, he opts to go over the top. A little bit of gunslinging action, and this time it pays off.
Yeah, most definitely. I really like the poise in the pocket and the vision to make that work.
Wow, we're just going to chuck this one deep into the end zone, and that's intercepted by Reddick. And I hate Spitz so much. I mean, he's terrible. Can you not do that on the screen, please? Spitz drawing all over the screen, and it looks terrible.
Look.
I mean, this is why
I knocked my phone across my front teeth. Fuck.
This is why we can't have nice things, guys. Back to throw. He's going to throw the streak again.
God, he has him.
Wow, he goes for the swat this time, and that's Carter Parrish's first incompletion. So on the interception was Reddick, and he's also the guy who recovered the fumble. So he's having a crazy night tonight. Maybe he's the breakout. I know who the breakouts are, but I'm not going to spoil that. But kind of funny. He's having a great day. Maybe he's poised for a breakout here. Posts and corners all over the field. Chucks it right at him. And Rashee Rice able to undercut it. Carter Parrish putting a lot of trust in his receiver right there. And that's going to be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, definitely a big pickup. And the Rams, in order to have a better shot in the second half, need to find some defense here.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty important. We're probably looking at another streak here because he seems to love to do that. He's going to go underneath. Probably a wise decision. He tries to spin. Gets kind of wrapped up there. Going to be a gain of about 9. They are going to be hurrying it up. Carter Parrish trying to, he's got a sense of urgency out there. Back to throw. We're looking at man. He's going to throw the streak. And this time it's intercepted. Ooh. Ball picked off out at the 2.
Absolutely love to see Doc getting punished for these blind ass reads, man.
Yeah,
the bailout fucking king. Fuck Doc.
He tested one of the fastest corners in the league and couldn't get it over top of him.
And wow, a nice little inside zone to the outside. He's got a lot of room. I probably would have opted to just take the sideline and go out of bounds. He's not going to, and he's going to choose not to hurry up offense right here, which is pretty interesting. A minute remains in the half. He's going to need at least 3 here. Nice little drag. Throws it high. That's nice Parham, and that's going to get out of bounds. So that's a great play right there for Los Angeles. Putting themselves in a nice spot.
I saw a review from the 49ers who said they absolutely hated playing the Rams because they were able to bomb the ball downfield and get big defensive plays. So the Rams are going to need to come through on that sort of a review on this drive.
Well, here's a
what are
bomb
you
down the
doing?
field. Asking you shall
Oh my!
receive. He kind of had a
Oh, good
laser,
job.
unable to catch the
Yeah.
ball.
I don't know. I didn't like that. I think the middle third was very obviously gonna play that. I
Well,
didn't like that.
I'm
There.
shocked that he didn't catch it because he had a lot of room and there aren't any knockouts back there, bro.
Get out of
I'm literally gonna like kick spit out of the party. Like, this is crazy. So 2nd down and 10 here. Over the middle to the slant. That's Cooper Kupp. Tries to juke. Nowhere to go.
would
But he's
probably
gonna
should
fight
take the
forward.
timeout soon.
Yeah, I mean, he has 3 timeouts, 40 seconds remain, but he doesn't seem to be in
10
much of
seconds now left.
a hurry to use them. Throws
Good
underneath,
use by
unable to
Dog.
make the throw. I don't know if he missed that or if he threw it away and there happened to be
It
a
was
guy
missed,
that was.
bro.
Yeah.
No, that happens all the time. Whenever somebody's on the sideline and the player's sort of in limbo, deciding whether he's going to cut upfield, stop, or whatever,
Yeah.
the quarterback can't figure it out.
And this is just such a Doc defense. Being in 3-4 is actually disgusting. Nobody runs 3-4. Everyone runs 4-3, and even then, nobody's ever.
Oh, the wheel routes.
What the hell is he doing?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Not
Donald Parham just made an amazing play. Him being in the proximity is why he didn't catch that ball. His defender had no pick artist, so him being close enough, stopped him from catching it.
It was also him not being in the proximity that allowed the interception to be so clean.
That's true. But at least he did something. He could have just let him catch it over the middle of the post route.
Okay.
Juke.
Big laser.
Time out.
You gotta burn the timeouts now. Only 14 seconds remain.
Well, 2 timeouts from the 10. Really good spot for the Rams here, and Doc is on his heels.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty likely they punched this into the end zone here.
I think the run is a fair game here.
Absolutely not. Are you serious? No timeouts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, he has timeouts. I'm an idiot.
What
Well, it doesn't matter because Bro threw an interception, and Wheatley is going to take that all the way back. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. And this one's over, guys. I mean, so...
That was tough.
What are your guys' thoughts on the stock market, huh? Because...
Well, you're down.
R2 sucks, dude. Ban this guy. How are you so shit?
Yeah, that was less than ideal.
R2 might make some of the most late reads I've ever seen in my life.
Bad. And I don't know why.
He throws to people like a year late.
For some reason, I thought he was
if R2 were in here,
even though he didn't use them on the whole drive. I don't know. Just kind of weird. And the one thing he couldn't afford was to do that. That was dumb as hell. 3 is fine because you get ball at half. Now that's at least a 10-point swing, maybe even 14 that he just gave up.
Well, with 2 timeouts, I really felt like he should have attempted a run there just to see what it would do because it's a nice, safe opportunity to see maybe if you could sneak into the end zone, and you still have 2 timeouts.
Sure. I mean, my eyes, you try and sling it to the end zone, you're probably going to get spotted at the 1, and that's when you use your timeouts. I'd hate to waste one just on a run. So I know I'm not going to be getting in the end zone, and being too close kind of sucks when you're a passer. So, throwing a corner route here, tries to elevate and catch it. Duckworth unable to put it in a good spot there. The receiver kind of just nailed as he's going up too, but there is no call.
Also, we haven't really seen Travis Spurlock show up, and that's a speedy new rookie receiver. That's somebody who Ducksworth was using quite a lot when he played the Falcons earlier. I would expect to see more Spurlock as the game goes along.
Well, he's certainly a guy that didn't make it onto my draft board, so I don't know how fast he could really be, but you say he's fast, and I guess I believe you. Play action here. Throwing the post, Cooper Kupp able to beat the defender to the ball. And that's going to be a big play. That's right. And sensing the urgency, he's down 2 possessions.
They always talk about attacking the ball. And you love to see it from a guy like Cooper Kupp to attack the ball, go and get it so it can't be defended.
Mm-hmm. And, he's a guy who's up there in age. To make an athletic play like that, maybe taking a few years of longevity away from him, to have to make plays like that all the time for his terrible
He's probably 35.
Oh, my God.
Ancient.
He's just going to chuck it to Parham. Wow. Unable to come down with it. Yeah. Wow, he had positioning. There were 2 receivers there. opts to give him a chance. 2-on-1 action, and unfortunately didn't work out. But I think that's an exciting throw to make. Drops back a little too far, and the defender able to nail Duckworth. It's gonna bring
he can afford to only get 3 here, but he would have to have a big stop pretty soon if he only took 3.
I think that would be really bad. Doc able to throw a streak seemingly and score under defense, but he's also an idiot. Sometimes he throws a streak when he doesn't have it and gets intercepted. So, I suppose, but I'd really like to just get 7. 3 kind of like not the best. Wow, nailed again, and Duckworth having a bad night. Gonna bring up 4th down.
Rule. Yeah, by rule,
I think you're right.
3 here.
That kind of blows. So a long kick here. I'm assuming he's got the leg for it. In recent years, there have been a lot of guys with huge, massive, strong, girthy legs coming into the league, and it's kind of an issue of the past. Everybody's nailing 66-yarders in this day and age. So
that's what what more can you love?
That's right.
66-yard field goal.
That's no different. So Wall here with a chance to return this is going to spin. My God, he's no, I didn't see that. Dude is literally. I could have sworn it was fumble. It said user spin, but dude literally is only spinning. Oh my God, why does he keep doing this, bro? It's so dumb. Another press, gonna go up the seam. Wall able to high point that.
Good. Respect to that safety that just lurched at nothing and fell to his face. That was an exciting dive.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. Did you see Square on the left side?
Unbelievably open Square back there.
Yeah. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Unfortunately for Doc, you didn't see him.
No, and if he was on a streak, that would have been even crazier. Because he's literally been like just spamming these outside receiver streaks. Interesting look here.
Wall
likely expecting man. He's incorrect. He's got the zig and the out. Gonna take the zig, spin move, and it's gonna put him at about the 50. So Patriots looking good right now. Looking like they're in. They're just a few yards away from field goal range, which would probably be pretty desirable.
Carter Parrish, a really strong first name. A lot of people are big fans of the name Carter. And Carter Parrish likes to sling it downfield and stir it up.
And right as you say that, right over the middle between the safeties and deep halves, he finds his guy on a streak. And the poor Rams are just so insistent on playing man coverage, despite not having good players, which is a terrible idea. I mean, just being on streak time and time again, and I think you need to stop playing man. We watched a guy do this last week in the Texans-Bears matchup. That was so terrible and awful. And
no adjustments were made in that
No adjustments at all, and that's kind of what we're seeing here from R2. Just some brain-dead man coverage. I mean, what are we doing? Sometimes we got to think a little bit about what we're doing, guys.
R2, it's basically been found out that Doc can't beat man coverage, but it seems that R2 has found the one type of man coverage that Doc can beat.
It's really just, the streaks are very good against man. And if you have a guy who doesn't, who isn't severely outclassed, then man coverage, pretty easy to move on. But dude clearly does not have the DBs for this. And, obviously recently we've seen a lot of breakouts. He's trying to step up and throw that post, but unfortunately it wasn't there. With all these breakouts, bro has 3 superstar receivers, and his 4th guy is a 6'8" behemoth. Probably not the easiest team to man.
Look how open that guy is on the left.
No, he fixed it. Look at that. Look at 80 though. Parham is a huge guy.
Hiked it, I don't know how in the world he couldn't have gotten that off.
It's going to the corner, and that ball is intercepted. That's Christian Gonzalez, the guy who just got stripped of all his talent. There is a movie where Kevin Durant gets all his talent taken away, and it goes to this high school kid. And then Kevin Durant has the talent of the high school kid. It was when he played for the Thunder. That's basically what happened to Christian Gonzalez. But there, it looks like he still made the play by some miracle. Wow, I don't know why he lobbed that. That was like disgusting. A little touch pass action. Unable to get it there. And what is going on? Oh, he's checking
He's
for
checking
his
his breakout games. Yeah. Looks
Somebody
like
needs
two
to message
receivers,
R2 to
maybe.
key on these guys, man. We cannot let Doc get his breakout games.
I think he is going to get one of them. I think the other one was a lot more difficult. He's certainly going to get the one that he just checked. He's probably going to get it on this play. He's going to get it on this play.
Oh, yeah.
There he is over the middle, and Luke
Oh,
Wall unable to get to the ball. He's overthrown. Perfect accuracy. Overthrown. Cannot wait till they get that out of the game. That's freaking
that was
stupid.
actually under pressure.
I don't agree.
No, it said under pressure on the screen.
I think it was perfect accuracy, and they just missed it. They just be missing throws this year. But we'll see what he can do. Blitz heavy. Wow, nice quick read to the curl crazy. There. That's nice.
To miss the last throw and make that throw was pretty crazy because like that pressure was all.
The last throw is like 70 million yards down the field, and that guy was only like 10 yards away. But
well, I mean, but
he's throwing this streak again, and Luke Wall dunks on him and into the end zone for a touchdown. And I think that is his breakout, one of them. So
Joseph is toast this game. He cannot 99 speed be damned. Doesn't matter today.
Yeah, he's kind of getting nay-nayed on. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if he's like, just getting crapped on the press. That's certainly a thing that's within the realm of possibility. But whatever it is, it's not been good. And Doc's certainly been taking advantage of it. And we're just watching another terrible game of football here. I kind of figured that this was a possibility. I was hoping that with the breakouts that R2 would be he'd have more of a shot, and that just hasn't been the story today, folks.
There's still 2 minutes 25 seconds in the third quarter, and we only have a 25-point deficit, which means, yes, you could have 3 touchdowns and a field goal and a 2-point conversion and get R2 right back into this game. That throw is not going to do it.
Yeah, that throw is not how you stay in the game. Ball could have been intercepted. Fortunately for Duckworth, it's not, and he's had a terrible night. I'm hoping it doesn't continue, but I figure it will. This time he's nailed. Gonna bring up third down. And this is where these younger quarterbacks, they love to force things. Just kind of chuck whatever, throw a pick, lose the game. It's like their favorite thing to do. And I'm sure we'll be seeing Duckworth do that. Unless he gets sacked. Gonna throw it, he's wide open. That's Cooper Kupp. And he's streaking down the sideline. The 30, the 20, the 10, the touchdown.
That does close the gap a little bit in the time situation. And Doc is going to likely be slinging it for another breakout. Happened?
Bro, just like, there's 2 guys that just aren't doing anything. Like, I don't know what happened. But certainly
looks like he is going to go for the 2 already.
That's
in this situation, and I don't see anything. But he didn't even get it off. That's
what release does Duckworth have? Because he sucks.
I remember back in the day, one of the releases was literally slow.
Generic slow?
Yeah, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, bro might have generic slow, because that looks, it's literally like a shot put. Like like, what the hell is that, dude? Get rid of the ball.
But when it hits, it's glorious. It's like hitting somebody with cannon fire.
It's disgusting.
Like, sweet. Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Doc is still going to be slinging it, it appears. And he can. He's only up 19 points. Mm-hmm. And with one big pick six or some big play, this game could get a whole lot more interesting.
Sure, and we know that he's very capable of making mistakes. Here's going to make a nice throw. Spin move. Fighting forward. I think he might have spin cycle. I think that's the practice dev guy, I'm pretty sure. Sims?
Maybe Carter Parrish has the breakout game, or is he's already
an X Factor. Bro has Fright Train. The other quarterback, Duckworth, has first one free, and he has like 69 speed. So, like, that's really funny, because that's not his game at all, and that's just what they decided he should have.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Getting a little, putting on the moves there. A little juke, a little jurtle action.
If we start seeing a lot more running from the Patriots, it might become obvious who the next breakout game player is.
I think what I'm going to say is that I think it's not in his best interest to be running the ball if he wants to get that other breakout.
It might become obvious
I
who
know
the
who it
breakout
is,
is.
and it is not beneficial for him to run the ball if he wants this other breakout. In
Maybe
fact,
he
I'd
should be.
say it's more beneficial for him to punt the ball, and that's probably why he's going to do a little arm punt action here. Is this one's going to be intercepted? Little
Wow,
revenge for
Damn.
Joseph.
Look at
Yeah.
Steady calling it,
Yeah.
man.
Joseph is literally like he is burnt toast, but now he's getting a little bit of butter spread on that toast. You know,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit more desirable.
That's right. Gene Norton.
Ooh,
Wow,
from his
trying
own
to.
end zone.
Yeah.
That was going to be safety or incomplete. Good thing he got it off.
I was a little worried about that drag getting lurked underneath. Not what happened. Back to throw now.
He had the
Duckworth
seam,
steps
man.
back. He's in his own end zone. Throwing the corner. Spurlock.
Very
We were
nice.
talking about
Very
him.
nice.
God.
There we
So
go.
Spurlock, the 96 speed rookie, that would be a Steeler if Nick had made the draft, but he did not. So he is a Ram.
Just like Nick,
And,
Yeah.
Nick has a knack for missing a lot of important things,
That's right.
man.
And, he's also the reason he was also going to take that X Factor safety that Sniper got. So, Nick's
It is
got
sad.
Nick's one of those guys who, like, he would have been U.S. president, He would have been CEO. He would have done a lot of things, But
moral of the story, Nick needs to start making the draft. That would be helpful to him. But look at Parham going down the field. Doesn't go out of bounds somehow. I think that's a glitch because he looked like he clearly walked out of bounds there.
I didn't see it, but some nice tiptoe action. The clock will still run because this is fake football rules.
We need a touchdown.
That's right.
We need a touchdown.
Absolutely.
We want it injected right into our veins. And unfortunately for R2, he already missed a 2-point conversion. And that's going to make things a lot more difficult in this comeback.
Oh, my God. Undercuts it. Wow, I don't think that's a wise decision. Not a ball I can advise throwing, but right there, his receiver able to get, in front of him and no knockouts in sight, able to come down with it.
Hey, man. I don't know what more than you passers could love than just chucking it up and letting a Jigba do something.
A little inside run here, gain of about 3. You gotta imagine we gotta have a little more urgency than this. There's not a lot of time left in this game, and we're down by a pretty solid margin here.
Yeah, time keeps on ticking into the future, but he does look like he has that middle guy on the left. Unfortunately, the routes didn't make it work, but he does get down to inches. Wow, inches goal line, that sucks.
That's
Look at the
crazy.
first down line.
Probably going to see a run here. Going to audible down.
Get a first down.
Or you're going to ruin Doc's death.
Inside run, touchdown over the pile. And,
Is this going to ruin Doc's dev?
No, probably not.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what the goal would be for yards. It'd probably be passing, I want to say.
He needs this in the worst way. He already fit. Well, that's not going to do it.
Just like nowhere near anybody except for the defender. So down 13. Yeah. We'll see what he can do. Both those 2-point conversions. Yeah, not working.
On 2-point conversion was really tough. But hey, like we said, one big pick six can change the game in a hurry, and now he's gotten a touchdown since then. So make the game way more interesting. And certainly Doc is maybe looking to sling it some more.
He's going to need to be on the defensive side of the ball if he wants to get this breakout. So it's well within his interests to go 3 and out here, which is very funny.
Doc has destroyed some pretty talented players trying to get out of this rings deficit.
Whoa, inside run, juke move. All the way to the house.
Run.
Can he get there? Being hawked down from behind by Javon Holland. Spin move. Touchdown, Patriots.
Look at that.
What the frick?
Comeback is averted. There is not going to be a comeback in this game, most likely, after that big run.
That was freaking crazy. He's definitely going to be watching that one back.
That Doc's dev game?
No.
Damn. Is Doc going to get it? Is he on?
Throwing it over the middle, unable to make the throw. Throwing across his body there. Ultimately gonna be incomplete. His dev game is on the defense, guys. So
okay.
Scoring was the best thing that could have happened to him there on the big run. Yeah. 19-point deficit here for Los Angeles. It's 3 possessions down, 2 touchdowns,
I
2
mean,
two-point conversions, and a field goal.
Los Angeles has 467 yards of offense this game. I don't know if that would hurt
Unfortunately,
his
that
chances.
doesn't result in winning. Wow, beats his
No,
man, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who he's been very good tonight. And,
very good.
you know, for those trying to dev their quarterbacks, you probably hate to see a guy throw for 500 yards. But he's going for that and then some. This time he's going to get wrangled down, tossed to the dirt like the worthless trash he is. Nick Bolton in on the sack.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys won't give him rings if he devs them.
He's only deving down guys if they give him rings.
Yeah.
Wow, over the middle, that's Parham, and he hangs on to that thing. The big man, and he is over that 500-yard mark here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
clawing his way back into this game. His breakout probably nowhere near like coming to fruition. Up the seam here, fighting Gene Norton in to help on the tackle.
Doc losing means the MKL.
Hurry up. I mean, I could care less, to be honest. Back to throw inside, intercepted. Gene Norton with the pick.
Is that the dev?
Gene Norton. Let me see who's in here. Gene Norton is the dev game. He has the interception. He already dev'd him down, so he said if he got him back, he'd keep him because he wouldn't get rings for it. Wow, chucking it deep here. Rashee Rice trying to draw a penalty. Yeah, I mean,
probably would have been picked.
Yeah, a little bump action. Ultimately not that great of a throw though. We're probably just going to throw it to blood in the middle. Oh, he's going to go to the corner. Rashee Rice able to keep his feet in, move the chains. So he has 2 tackles, Gene Norton does. We know one of those is the one he just got. I don't know if the other one's a TFL. I think he'd need 2 TFLs. Oh my god, what the frick? Bro is just wide open. Spin move. Spin move. What the frick?
I think he's trying to fumble. I don't think he wants the ball right now.
Just lateral the football, bro.
He might not have his dev game, but
just lateral the football.
Yeah. Let's be honest though, this is getting a little troublesome. Like he's slinging it up 19 with 2 minutes to go. That starts to be in a kind of dangerous territory of what are we doing?
Well, if you want to drop a suspension, then that's all you. Throwing it outside to Sims. I wonder if R2 has a dev game. Why is he just open immediately?
Like, yeah, this is all. Doc deserves a suspension for this, in my opinion. This is tragic.
I mean,
he's maybe literally. It's like I'm pretty sure that he has a dev game on offense and Doc has one on defense because this is really bad defense. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, clearly, some of these decisions late in the game are not maybe adding up.
Nothing wrong. I do not think it's against the rules to just punt the ball if you want to be on defense. Like, I don't think there's anything stopping him from just punting it right now.
Yeah, probably not, but I don't love the slinging it up 19 with 2 minutes and not draining clock. But
I thought that his offensive dev game was Luke Wall to X Factor, but I could be mistaken. Carter Parrish on the read option. He's going into the end zone for a Patriots touchdown.
The streets are currently telling me that Doc deserves a 10,000 ring fine for this game. What are your thoughts on that?
What is this picture that Ducky posted of me? What the hell? That is hilarious. That is so freaking funny. I think the boys would love to have that picture. In my server.
That one. I prefer that one than the ones.
Oh yeah,
prior.
I can imagine. I guess it's just the thing with me in general. People like taking funny pictures of me.
Well, whenever you put a face cam up, it invites that.
Yeah. Well,
I think my favorite study picture is the one where he's like inside the girl's vagina.
Intercepted! Spurlock with the pick, and that is not good
if
for
Doc
his
doesn't kneel this out, he's getting suspended.
If
Doc does not kneel this out, he will be getting suspended.
I think, if it was for the purpose of his dev game, he would be allowed to give him the ball back through punting. I don't see a problem with that, personally. I think that is what he's going to do. He's going to the kneel. He's
Wow.
checking his dev. He's checking it right now.
Yeah, depth chart's not going to be.
I don't know
so.
what. Yeah, he clicked the wrong
What
thing.
a
Here, let's see. Let's see. So Gene
He's
Norton
looking
is
for
who we're
defense.
looking for. Gene
Wow,
Norton
He's gonna have
has
R2 give it to him? He wouldn't, would he?
no. He's
He
got
has
to
an
pick no
interception and
TFLs. He
nothing
needs 2 more interceptions or 2 more tackles for
Wow.
loss. I didn't see if he had a sack, so he is going to punt the football.
Wow.
Like I said,
He's-
I don't think there's anything wrong with if it's for a breakout. Really?
Listen,
it's
but
still
it
sucks,
depends
but-
though. Is R2 gonna purposely let Gene Norton get a pick or a sack?
I don't
Oh my
know.
God.
If it's for a
I think we're
breakout,
about to see some collusion. Dude, if he does this straight up, he's actually gonna. This is insane. There's no way.
it's not what's happening. Oh my God! I thought he threw another defensive line interception.
I mean, we see Ducksworth scrambling his little heart out, and we know exactly what Doc is hoping for. I mean,
He's gonna scramble into the sack. I can just tell.
He's on Gene
Now
Norton,
he's
throwing
not-
it to the wheel. This is Parham, and he's going to make that 500 yards even more. So those looking to dev their quarterbacks being dug into a hole thanks to the Gene Norton
Wow.
breakout here.
I just feel like
Gene, he almost had the sack over the middle. Nick Bolton injured. Goes down.
ooh,
Are we going to see the stretch where we'll have to come back after the injury timeout, after the break? So we are back. The injury is an elbow strain. He will be okay. He'll actually come back into the game despite being up 26.
that's actually a really bad idea.
Yeah.
That could end up being a long-term injury now.
That is hilarious. I hope that happens.
It could have. It could
Corner
definitely
route into
happen.
the end zone. Spurlock touchdown.
dang.
I mean, we see Spurlock show up, but this is a questionable part of the game where certainly breakouts are in the game, but man, it makes people play so badly.
I
We
wouldn't
have
mind
rules
if
against
they
sort
got
of
rid of
decision-making.
breakouts and like changed them to be like secret. You know, like if a guy plays really good, maybe he'll just go up and that's like the end of it.
That would be a lot nicer.
Wow,
'cause then you're not purpose.
fumble.
Wow, is that Norton?
I think it's possible that we punt the
We're gonna
ball.
see- Yeah, we're gonna see Doc punt the ball immediately. This is crazy.
I think
He really has to kneel it out if he can, and he can.
well, he's
Like,
got
he can. No, he has.
he does.
only
Yeah,
two
it's not
timeouts.
enough. Yeah.
He's gonna punt it, bro.
Subbing out Carter Parrish. So Peralta. No, it's me, Josh Rosen. I was trying to tell him that last year when he got Will Levis that he should use Peralta because he looked pretty sweet, and then he didn't, and then he was like, "Man, I should use Peralta," and I was like, "I told you so." But we are going to kneel the game out here. Josh Rosen, you know, once upon a time a desirable player to have, no longer the case, but he does get the honors here. And that is going to put it into the game. 48-28 is your final. 611 yards for Duckworth.
Maybe we'll get a peek behind the curtain. It looks like he's interested to show us that run by Shakir Glover.
I have no interest in watching this. But I'm not in control. So a little juke move.
Another juke move after the juke move. And then a spin late, which was kind of confusing, but it worked out.
It did work
Look
out.
at him go.
Well, look at the block. The unappreciated
Really nice block.
hero.
That's right. So now we're going to maybe get to see the after effects, a peek behind the curtain for these breakouts. And it's clearly an interception won't be enough. He'll be super disappointed in himself for only getting an interception, or the coach will be disappointed in him.
That's kind of crazy. Like, to ask for 3 interceptions is like actually ridiculous. Yeah, that guy sucks, man. Look at what a quiet game for Gene Norton. What a loser. He sucks.
But we are going to see a happy coach. What did I tell you, coach? That's right.
Yeah. All right.
5,000 XP.
Let's
the
go.
ever-elusive breakout game for Luke Wall.
Oh, game
so
record.
A game record.
I have this.
I don't know what that means.
It makes your opponent. So for him, it was Tre'Davious White. Tre'Davious White started the game with his X Factor on. And my opponent...
It doesn't, stay on?
No, it goes away like normal. Unless it's one that just, I don't even know if there's any like that just stay on. Truz, basically.
We get to see it. Luke Wall got persistent or...
First one
gift
free
wrap.
and run off a
that's gift wrap.
Gift wrap. What the hell? It's a quarterback ability. Well, that about does it. We're listening to some music that I'd prefer not to hear, but it is very quiet.
Sure.
So I'm gonna make that not loud.
Well, pretty exciting effort. Got a little weird late due to Madden's breakout.
Weird. I mean, I'm curious. You know, I have no problem with the punting thing because you do have a breakout on defense, but he long had gotten the breakout on offense and was kind of slinging it a little bit down the field and all. And
it is interesting though. We did see Doc maybe he was prioritizing Norton, but it seemed like the offensive breakout game was having a lot more momentum early. And maybe he was hoping for the defensive one, but the defensive one's the only one that had the opportunity to give him some rings back.
Sure.
Dang.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. So,
2-5-3 teams. And after this game, what do you like looking at the Rams and their future and the Patriots and their future?
I think the Rams will forever be terrible because that was a really disgusting performance from them, and I have no hope.
R2 is really bad at Madden. He's never going to win anything.
He sucks. So, but you know what? He gets his team good enough. Maybe he could win. They're not there. I think his team is worse than they were even a while ago. He's the guy who was really good because of Edge Threat Double or Nothing, Aaron Donald, right? Or whatever he had. And then, he left, so now he got another one in Max Crosby. I don't know if he's as good. Edge Threat Elite has nothing else good, so, he'll be okay, but certainly not who Aaron Donald was, I figure. I don't think there's anyone else worth looking at. I mean, so he got shut down.
Tre'Davious White was very nice in his slot.
Is that right?
Previously. Yeah, in a game I played, I was impressed, but didn't show up today.
You know, if you had an X Factor that starts on, I'd probably want it to be Unstoppable Force, Fearmonger, Universal Coverage. Bro has shut down, so he's cooked. Not the best, but you know what? He really laid it all out there. And now for my own personal benefit, I would like to see how QB's looking, and of course Hudson Duckworth leading in yardage, particularly because he launched 500-something yards and 7 million interceptions. So
there you have it.
That's right. So be on the lookout for that guy, huh? I think that is gonna do it. It was
I think it will.
It was a lame cast, not a great game. Who's here in the booth? It's the doctor.
I'm here.
Wow, we can talk to the doctor. What's up, Doc? Wow, I think I'm Bugs Bunny. This is crazy. Doc?
How was he writing on the screen?
Oh, hi. I was
It's
muted.
a new thing. It's a new thing with the share screen.
Yeah.
That was very annoying.
Yes, especially doing it in the game.
Yeah, so that sucks that he did that. You gotta get better friends, brother. But so you came away with the win, dominant performance. You seemed pretty. You seemed to bust a nut over your little juke move. But there were some shenanigans. What the hell was that? There were some shenanigans at the end of the game.
Was there?
The people were up in arms about you slinging that rock up big. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, I was just trying to throw interceptions, if I'm being honest, to get my break.
I would have just punted on first down, but
I don't know. I feel like that's more scummy to do. But I did do. But
I mean, I would have rather punted. I don't like throwing interceptions. It's a thing I desire not to do. that many
Right.
desire not to do. So, you know.
Makes sense not to want to throw interception.
Yeah, I think that's a desirable thing. Wow, look at Raymond Nance. Only 6 picks on the year. That's crazy. Suss is a guy who strikes me as a guy who throws a lot of interceptions, and he has not. Anyway, some people were up in arms about that. We'll see if anything comes of it. So you got your breakout for your receiver. How disappointed are we to not get the Gene Norton breakout?
I mean, I'm not too disappointed because the way my team is kind of right now, I like having receivers with abilities to, beat man coverage, and it worked out pretty good. I went back to the playbook that took me to the Super Bowl and the playoffs after losing 3 times already this year, and I seem fine.
Right. Well, you had a solid performance today. You had some exciting plays, and we're proud of what you've accomplished.
Oh, thank you. And I'm more disappointed that I keep getting shit abilities with my guys. Like run off elite. What is that bullshit?
Run off elite is actually very good if you're a running team, but you're not. So not very good. But it's like really, really good if you run the ball, like guaranteed to, because what it does is they'll just like run and then the defenders follow them like they're running a route, It's super good if you can like secure the edge. Yeah. So not that bad. I think I'd be fine with it. I'd rather have abilities that are going to help me pass. But...
Me too. Like Luke Wall, very good receiver, but 4 abilities that don't help him do his job at all. And I think that was on that long touchdown. I'm pretty sure that was Luke Wall who was blocking. So he blocks fine enough already.
Well, I'll bet. I think that's gonna be it. I was looking if Rajan had any runoff elites because that strikes me as a thing that'd be very useful in his scheme.
Also, I do want to mention. So I was playing with R2 and Party, and that Christian Gonzalez interception. I'm kind of glad I devved him down because he's like, oh, I had no idea that was Christian Gonzalez, and that's why he threw it directly at him.
That's kind of funny. I also don't think that's all that reliable a strategy.
Oh, I don't think so either, but it worked out in my favor.
All right, well, there you go. There's some positives in everything, I guess. But thanks for playing the game, man, and maybe we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
And for my fellow guys in the booth, we had our struggles early in the game. There were some technical issues, but we figured it out, and we did it, man.
We did the thing.
That's right.